back on now. I put the mute back on now. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay,
volume's turned.
I'm turning it on and off, but it is the... Now the light is off.
Okay, the light is off and the volume is up, right? Correct?
Which volume? I haven't touched the volume. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulty. I got my man Maurice on the phone. He's not here to engineer for me today, so I must have messed up something. So stand by, please. Huh?
Yeah, I can see you on the video, but I can't hear you. That's why I was asking you if you pushed the mute button.
Yes, it's the mute button is off.
Okay, and the volume is up on both ends, on the very end. There's a...
Yeah, the volume's up.
Okay.
So I don't know what the problem is, sir.
Okay, on the very end to the right, is the volume up over there too? On the very end to the right?
Yep.
On the mixer, that's up too?
Yep. That white button?
That's straight. Okay.
The white button?
Let me do a refresh and see how we doing.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Sorry about that, guys. We're having some difficulty on the website. So, that was the engineer, Maurice. He's the engineer of this thing. He was letting me know that they can see me, but they can't hear me. So, we're talking about, should we boycott Black Friday? And Eric Chisholm just gave us a really great wealth of information on that. And I appreciate you so much, Eric, for that. That was really, 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 really great information. So, I want to know what you guys think. Talk to me. You know, should we boycott Black Friday and Cyber Monday? A lot of people are in agreement with spending all that money. I believe that we should be investing it in something. I believe we should stop frivolously spending money as a people, as a black people, the black community especially, because a lot of us already are struggling, living paycheck to paycheck. That's a lot of us, and that's no offense to anybody, but that's just the reality of where we are in our communities. A lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck, so why would you go out and spend monies that you know that are needed somewhere else? A lot of people even take their 401k monies and stuff and spend it on Christmas shopping, which is ludicrous. You still gonna have to retire one day. You're still gonna have to, have that money set aside for other stuff one day. So, let's hear it. If you want to call in, you got questions or comments, that number is 704-750-5597. Again, that number is 704-750-5597. If you want to post your comments and you want me to say something about it, you can post it on the web, and I'll do my best to respond to those comments. That is Steele Movin. That's SteeleMovin.com. You can also message me here on Facebook Live, and we'll do our best to respond to those as well. Hi, Donella. She says, yeah, because we got to watch how we spend our money. That's correct. We do need to watch how we're spending our money. It's crazy, especially when you know you're already struggling. And even if you're not struggling, you want to leave. There's a scripture that I really love. It says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And, that's wisdom right there. Because I want my grandkids to have something one day. Personally, ever since I've been separated and going through a divorce, I have struggled financially. I have not been able to claw my way out of a pit, it seems. I've been like in a dark pit, and it seems like I've been trying to dig my way out of it financially. And it's been very hard for me, and very much so a struggle. And I don't know if anybody really understands what that's like. 3 years of that is like like I'm doing time. I feel like I'm in jail. I feel like, I'm in prison financially. And the last thing I need to do as a citizen of the United States of America is go out there and spend money on Black Friday and Cyber Monday, going out there on Thanksgiving Day. You haven't even gotten your turkey dinners in good yet, and you're out there standing in line waiting for the doors to open so that you can shop on Thanksgiving Day. This is crazy. And then you make the people that have to work in retail work when they don't really want to. Who wants to go to work on a holiday? We want to be with our families too. We want to eat too. I say we start boycotting this stuff. Start boycotting this stuff. I know that people need their jobs. I know, but people had jobs before there was Black Friday. People had jobs before there was Cyber Monday. People had jobs before there was shopping on Thanksgiving Day. Trust me. We can boycott this stuff. It'll still be there. It'll still be there. And stop wasting your money in the community that way. How about helping the homeless? How about spend less money and really do something really good with that money? How about putting our monies together and pay for somebody to have a place to live or something? How about us putting our monies together and developing a business that can keep people that don't have jobs at work, that can employ people? How about we do that? That's a great way to put our monies together and do something worth doing. I mean, it's got to stop. It really does. We got to be wiser with our money. A lot of us are there's a lot of people that receive welfare and food stamps and all sorts of assistance. I know that a lot of social services have sponsors and things of that nature to help families that don't have monies to purchase gifts and stuff. But I really believe that we need to get away from the whole idea of spending money for Christmas. I just believe that. That's just what I believe. I always try to raise my kids, and my daughter can attest to this. She was watching. I don't know if she's still watching, but she can attest to this. But there were a few Christmases that we allowed them to go where they didn't receive anything, because I wanted my kids to understand that mommy and daddy work hard, and we have to provide a roof. We have to provide food. We have to provide clothing and things of that nature. And I don't think it makes sense to waste money on things like that. Somebody said that, who is that? No, it's Smart Mouth Maurice talking about he spend his money the way he wants to. Black people don't put their money together for nothing. They live to get, they live from paycheck to paycheck. My ladies love my Christmas gifts. All right, Maurice. Power to the people. Well, since they love them and you're going to be passing out gifts, don't forget about me. You can spend it how you want to. You're right. If you don't want to come together and help the black community do anything positive with your money, hey, I'm a charity case right now. You heard me say it. I'm struggling, been going through for a while. Help a sister out. Put a little something in my stocking. I'm just kidding, but I'm not kidding. Anyway, but Donella says some people fight over stuff. You're right. People get hurt every year. Every year at Black Friday, somebody gets hurt. At some Walmart somewhere, somebody gets hurt because they're fighting over material things, fighting over tablets, and fighting over PS5s and 4s and whatever. What number we on with these PS games? I don't know. These PlayStation games, I don't know what number we're on now, but Maurice says that people don't even want to help themselves. I believe that. I really believe that a lot of people don't want to help themselves. A lot of people just sit back and wait to be handed something. But it's if you're somebody like me who has been striving year after year to try my best to get out of the place that I am, it's very disheartening you know, when you do get a holiday, when you do get time off with your family that's supposed to be spent with your family, but then you got to go to work because of these retail stores, you know, have you having to work, having your kids having to work or whatever. You know, you want to spend that time with your family. You know, people just need to just stop it. If people would stop, if people would just boycott, and we come together as one and speak on these issues in our community, because I think we have more power than we are demonstrating. But the problem is you can't get black folk to come together for nothing. Black people won't come together to save our lives. Oh my God, I believe if it was a life and death situation, if it was a choice of whether we lived or an issue whether we were going to either live or die, it's been proven that black people would rather die than come together and live. And that's really sad. It's really, really sad to even think that. We got a caller coming in. Caller, go ahead. You're on the air with Audrey Steele.
Okay, now let me go ahead and tell you this right here. Look at Black Friday is a money saver. Okay, it is a money saver throughout the world, and if there's an opportunity to save money, I'm going to get that savings. You understand what I'm saying? So, and secondly, why would I boycott anyway and lose out on the savings and then got to go pay full price for something that I shouldn't have to pay full price for, because Black Friday is a money saving event. So why would I want to go wait and pay full price for something? Does that make sense?
Well, what I'm saying, my idea, if you heard it from the beginning, is to just boycott it all together. I really believe that we should not be spending money buying gifts and stuff like that for the holidays. That's just my take on it. That's my personal opinion. I'm not sure what the people believe or what they agree with, but that's what I believe. I don't believe that Christmas should be about giving gifts and stuff like that. I don't think you should be spending money like that. Leave it in the store. A lot of this stuff we don't even need. Now, if it's a necessity, if it's something, say for instance, for myself, I need a tablet. For me, I'm not gonna go out there and do it. But for me, it would make sense for me to go out there and purchase a tablet because I need one, not because everybody, I'm trying to keep up with the Joneses, or I have to get the hottest thing for Christmas for my kids or my grandkids or anything like that. I just believe we need to stop spending money like that as a people, in the black community. I just think we need to quit doing it.
Well, I'm going to tell you my take on it right quick, then I'm going to let you go. My thing is that I work very, very hard for the money in which I make. And so if I want to spend it on that Black Friday, saving my money for Christmas, Black Friday is the time to do it. Because remember now, you're going to save 25 to 30% off of what you would have normally have spent. You see what I'm saying? So Black Friday, Christmas time is the time where people go ahead and splurge. They make payment arrangements. I'm going to make about 3-4 payment arrangements myself, and go ahead and get these Christmas gifts. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling.
Take care.
Bye, Mo. You heard it from Maurice. He says that he makes his money, he gonna spend it how he wants to, and that's how most of us are. That's how everybody is. We all work hard for our money. We all gonna do what we want to do with it. But I'm suggesting that we wise up and not waste money that way. Not spend money this year on Christmas. Not throw it away, because a lot of times, you know, even if you look at our kids, our grandkids, when they get these toys, when they get these games, a lot of times they'll play with it for a minute and then they'll throw that thing to the side. They'd rather have a stick and a ball outside and play with that rather than that expensive game you just bought them. You know, if they're the kind of kids that we were when we were coming up. But a lot of times, that's not the case. We're making kids lazy. We're making kids fat by letting them sit around and play these games and stuff. We just got to do better by our generation of people. We're raising up a generation of materialistic, greedy, gotta have it people. They are greedy. These kids are greedy. Let's see what Miss Daphne is saying. First, we should understand why. Why do we do what we do? And like he said, it was named amongst the slaveries that was auctioned off. We talked about that. Yeah. That's what Mr. Chisholm just said, Daphne. He said the exact same thing. He said the exact same thing. And I appreciate you bringing that back out. You know, we have to understand, why was Black Friday created? Where did it come from? And even if we go back to the history of even Christmas, the real meaning of Christmas, how Christmas started. You know, and I'm not going to get into the whole religious spiel of it, because like Maurice said, people can do what they want to do. I understand that. But when you know better, you tend to do better. And when you know the history of a thing, it makes you not want to participate in something as much when you know the origination of that thing. When you know it originally started like this or like that, it hurts you to even feel like you're participating in something that started on such a low end, how they thought about us as a people. We do understand the economy works, Maurice. We understand the exchange of goods and services. We understand that we need money, we need people to work, we need jobs and all those things. But I don't think it's going to kill the economy. We're not going to destroy the economy if we boycott Christmas this year, or we boycott these days, these man-made days. It's not going to hurt us. The country will survive, trust me. We need to start putting our money where we need to put our money. And thanks, Tori. Tori says, Maurice, this is for you. You can get some of the same deals before then if you pay attention. Thank you. And then what a lot of people don't understand, because I worked in Walmart, a lot of the items that they have on sale where you're getting these 25% discounts, Maurice, is off-brand products. They're not even the name brand. They're not even the top name brand. So what they've stopped doing is they've stopped giving a lot of the top name brand TVs and laptops and tablets and stuff. They start giving you the off-brand names just so to make you think that you're getting a really good deal, when really what you're getting is some junk. It's not even the same quality a lot of the times. What about the kids? Teach your kids the real meaning of the holidays. Teach your kids a history lesson, if you will. We need to learn how to get back to the roots, to our roots, where grandmothers and grandfathers and mothers and fathers and the children would sit around and really talk about our history. Our people don't even know our history because we've been so brainwashed by a society or a bunch of holidays, a bunch of man-made holidays that pagans have given us. I mean, it's the truth. It's not even true to its origin from what we're thinking. And I can tell you that Thanksgiving is one of my favorite times of the year, because I get to sit with my kids and actually have a really big meal and love on my family. It's a great time for me to enjoy my family. And I hate the fact that we have to work on days that should be spent doing other precious things. I hate the fact that people rush to go shopping and lose the time that they could be spending with their families to go shop. I hate the fact that people are taking money and wasting it and squandering it on material things when we lose the value of what family really means. We lose the value of what the actual holiday really means. We lose the value of, truth. Because a lot of the truth has been lost in commercialism. A lot of the truth has been lost in what the picture that people have painted to us about these holidays. And I think we need to get back to our origin. We need to get back to the true understanding of what this stuff is about. The real meaning of Christmas don't have nothing to do with getting in debt. And unlike you, Maurice, the majority of us would be in debt if we go spend money like that. You might have money to spend. You might have, because you're an entrepreneur, You make your own money. You determine how much money you make. A lot of us don't have that same ability. A lot of us don't have that same luxury. You know, some people don't have the monies like that to spend. And because we're trying to keep up with the Joneses, because society and the people in the community has made it seem like we have to do this. And our kids will even feel less than. They feel less accepted because they might not get Christmas. What the heck really is Christmas? What is Christmas really? I mean, do you know the story of the Christmas tree, the original Christmas tree? You know, the lighting of the tree, all these things. We gotta teach people. When you know better, you gotta do better. And I'm not saying to take away the total holiday in itself, but what I am saying is we can quit celebrating it in the way that people have taught us to celebrate it. We got a caller. Stand by, please. Caller, go ahead. You on the air with Audrey Steele.
Hey, Audrey, how you doing?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Oh, are we live on the radio?
You are live. Who's calling, please?
This is your friend on Facebook, Antonio S. Geddes. And wow.
Hi.
One thing how you doing?
Good.
One thing I can say is I do support what you're doing, the cause, redirecting our black dollars. That's what it's going to take in order to free some people, and those people is us. I'm sure you know as well as I know. I mean, collectively we are $1.1 trillion as black people in America. That's a whole lot of money. That's a whole lot of money that's not going back into our communities. A whole lot of money that's not going back into our communities. So, buy black on Black Friday is good. I support all of those things, and I support what you are doing. I support what you're doing, how you're getting the word out, and much kudos to you, my sister.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm just one voice, and I'm trying my best to just give out to people what I believe that God has given me. And I appreciate people like you that listen, the people that tune in every day. There's some people that do not miss my show. Some people set their alarm clocks just to listen. I appreciate that. I'm just Audrey. But I do desire that we come together as a community of people, because black people are strong people when we want to be. If it was something, anytime we want to do something negative, I promise you, we can get together and do something negative. But when we try to do something positive and try to bring us together as a unit, we never really come together as a whole on, as a majority on real issues. The only time I think black people really ever came together was when Barack Obama ran for president. And that was a good thing.
Well, yeah, that was a good thing.
It was a good thing, but the black community we need to wise up. We need wisdom. We need, I got my brother Maurice. He's an entrepreneur. He has money, but there's so many of us out here that are struggling and don't have it. We don't have it.
One thing I would like to add to that, and I'm not going to take too much of your time because I do honor someone's radio time. But one thing I do understand about our people is if it's not something sizzling or it's not media driven, we don't rally around it. The sad part about that, we have become reactive and not proactive, and that's a sad thing. I mean, what has to happen? I mean, just to back up what you said about President Barack Obama. See, that was media driven. He looked like us, so of course we're going to rally around that. We rallied around him twice, but now since he is getting ready to exit his office, they've been 8 years. Where do we go from here?
Right, and it's as if even with the election, black people, the same black people that voted Barack Obama in, a lot of them decided not to vote at all this term, and it just makes no sense. I try to teach it and I try to tell it. When we come together as a people, we can make a difference. But the minute you decide that I'm not going to go along with, I'm not going to do what I should do, or we're not going to stand together, or I'm going to do my thing and you do your thing, that's when we always go wrong. And I believe that it's been since slavery. Division in the black community.
Well, it's not only in our community, so I'm not going to agree 100%. I mean, it's a division in every community. But I do think that we take it personal when someone don't agree with us. So we might carry the grudge a little longer than what we should. But division is in every community. We just don't know how to handle it properly.
Yeah, division is in every community, but my concern is with the black community. So that's the reason why I'm talking about black people. I'm black. I ain't white. I can't identify. I'm not Latino. I cannot identify. But I am a black woman in the black community, so I speak for my community only. And that's what I'm talking about.
Why do you think it's division amongst us as melanin people in America? Why do you think it's division and animosity amongst us? Why we can't rally around a positive goal? Why and nobody wants to? I mean, everybody want to be the leader, but I mean, how come we can't do that? I'm asking.
I really don't know, and that's why we're talking about it today. You want to know? I want to know. That's why we're talking about it, because I want to see a difference in our community. I want to see a difference with our people. I want to see us excel. I want to see us be successful. I want us to come together as a people and overcome this, because I understand that poor people we will have with us always. I understand that them that's got shall have and them that's not shall lose. I understand that will always be rich people and poor people. Success is not necessarily predicated upon our wealth and our finances, but it's one of them. And it's one of the things that's noticeable in any community where there's wealth. They look at that as success. That's how the world judges us. But I just want to see us do better. But I appreciate you calling in, and it's a joy to talk to you today. And I appreciate you, and I want you to stay tuned, okay?
Are you on the radio every day?
Monday through Thursday.
Okay.
Monday through Thursday, SteeleMovin.com.
Sounds good. Well, my sister, I appreciate you. Continue doing what you're doing, and much success, okay?
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
All right.
Bye-bye. All right, he asked the same question that I wanted to know. I mean, why? Why can't we come together as a people and unify and do something? Even if a few of us are not going to agree, if the majority of us do it, it will send a serious message. It will send a serious message. Tori says we are very strong, but not united. That's right, Tori. We are a very strong people, but we are so divided. United we stand, divided we fall. How can we walk together except we be in agreement? We can't even come into agreement with what we believe. And I understand that people have a right to their own beliefs. I understand that people have a right to their own religions and all these things. But as a general consensus, can we just come together on one thing and just agree to do it and make a stand and make it count? Terrell says, I agree with you. But, let me see, I can't read it. I've been trying to read these comments. Wait a minute. We do not understand that Black Friday is just what it is. We think we are getting deals, but are we really? Why buy something only to return it? Because, yeah, he's right. Because the quality of the product ain't that good. Y'all writing too many comments. Your comments are too long. Shorten them for me, because it's too much for me to have to read all that. I can't read all that. If you want to say all that, then you need to call. That number is 704. Terrell, call in. 704-750-5597. Your comment's too long for me to read it. I apologize. But anyway, I believe that, we're not really getting deals. We're really getting took. I think it's really a joke, because I've worked in these stores. I've seen the products. I know what they have. They're telling you that you're getting deals, but you're really not getting that great of deals. And like Tori said, they have some of the same deals before Thanksgiving. They have some of the same deals even after Thanksgiving, and even better sometimes. Sometimes you can get better deals, but my idea is to boycott the whole buying gifts for Christmas altogether. I just think we just need to cut out Christmas altogether. Just stop doing it. Stop spending money. Stop wasting money. Stop throwing money away in our communities. Stop doing it. Let's come together for something a little bit more positive than that. Let's give back to the poor. Let's give to the hungry. Let's put our money where it's going to make a greater reward, where we have a greater reward. What reward is it that you're getting out of just keeping up with the Joneses, or trying to keep up with what society says is a cool lifestyle? Because the society says that this jewelry is cool. Society says that this electronic item is cool. Society says that these shoes are cool. Society says that this hottest new coat, the designer labels and all that. Society says that. That's what society says. But what do we say as a people? We can make a difference. We have a voice. We can speak loud and clear that black people are not just concerned with designer labels and designer products, and we're not just concerned about the outside, because I can guarantee you, if you go into any nightclub, any school, any corporation, any place, any store, the majority of the black people that are in there, they don't own hardly anything of real value. Everything they got on is all they own. They own what they're wearing. They own their clothes, their jewelry. Some of them don't even own their cars. Some cars are leased. And we know that stuff has no value. A lot of people don't even own their own property. A lot of people don't own land. Let's start owning stuff that appreciates in value. Let's start owning stuff that we can pass on from generation to generation. I want to leave my grandkids a legacy. I want to leave my grandkids some land. I want to leave my grandkids some property. I want my grandkids to have some stocks. I want my grandkids to have something. And that's just me. But like I said at the beginning of this show, for the last 3 years, because of my situation and my circumstances, the way my life is right now, I've been clawing and digging my way out of a financial hole that was a pit that I was thrown into 3 years ago. For no choice of my own. And sometimes, things happen. All of us have stuff. All of us life happens to everybody. Life happens to everybody. It rains on the just as well as the unjust. Good and bad happen to everybody. And there's no excuse. That's just the way it is. However, it might take me longer to get there. But that's my desire. That's my desire. I'm not going to be wasting my money on Black Friday, spending money for Christmas gifts that are not going to mean nothing to these kids. That's not going to mean nothing to the people. They get the gifts, they look at it, oh, how nice, how sweet, and then they put it down, and how often do they even pick it up? What's the value in it once they have it? And then all that money is spent, and you've incurred all this debt, and now what? Who's getting paid by your debt? The banks are making money, the interest from these credit cards. Banks are getting filthy rich from you spending foolishly. If you want to call in, that number is 704-750-5597. Again, that number is 704-750-5597. I want to hear from you. Please don't type these long comments. I appreciate it. If now you can type it all day long if you don't expect me to read it. But if you want me to read it, keep it short and sweet for me. That way I cannot be so distracted with trying to read it, and I can just flow with the show as I need to. So I appreciate all of you that have tuned in via the website. If you want to post your comments, you can post it on the page. Chat with me. Nobody commented anything but Maurice. He already said what he wanted to say. He said he spent his money the way he wants to. Gotcha. But if you want to comment on the web, you're welcome to do so. We can chat back and forth. I will do my best to mention your comments as they are available to me. I want to know what you guys think. Besides the fact that of the history of Black Friday, besides the fact of the known history of how Christmas started, besides the fact that we have to work on our Thanksgiving holidays and stuff like that, tell me what you think about boycotting. Would you be willing to do it? Are you willing to take a stand and not shop these days? Are you willing to gather with your friends and family and say, hey, you know what? Y'all, let's do something collective this year. Instead of spending money and standing in those lines at Walmart and Best Buy and all these stores, at Target and all these places, how about we come together and put our monies in a pot and invest it in something? Wouldn't that be nice as a family to invest in something? To invest in something that's going to make you money. That invest in something that can keep bringing in money for you. To put it into some special money-making idea that will make and create wealth for you and your family for years to come. Wouldn't that be better than just blowing it on Christmas and then you never see the results of it? It's gone. I mean, I want to do something positive with our monies. As a people, I want us to do something positive with our monies. Talk to me. It's your girl, Audra Steele. My boy Maurice, he's not here today. He gone to bowl. That's what he do every Thursday. So on Thursdays, I'm here by myself. But I believe this is a good topic. You know, I've been talking about it for a while. I kind of got criticized a little bit. Some people told me, oh, it's too late for that. You got to do more than just one day. You can't just say, you know, we need to come together in the black community and boycott Christmas because people have already bought their Christmas stuff. Okay. Then if the people have already bought their stuff for Christmas, I ain't talking to them. I'm talking to the ones that have not, that are holding out, and that generally go to the Brown Thursday and the Black Friday and the Cyber Mondays and shop and spend all this money. Those are the people I'm talking to. Those are the people I'm trying to reach today, because I want you to understand that it's not about that. It's not about spending that money. Make people desire more than material things. Make your kids understand the real meaning of these holidays. Make your kids understand the value of work, the value of investment, the value of owning land, the value of owning something. That's another thing, Maurice. Talk to me. I know you got stuff. I know you got money. You spend it how you want to. Are you investing in land? Do you own any property? Do you have any major investments? Are you going to leave an inheritance to your children's children? Yeah, you got money. You can spend it how you want to, but talk to me. I want to know, are you interested in any of these things? Are you interested in investing in something that will give you more satisfaction than just putting a smile on a kid's face, or that'll give them a lifetime of reward, that'll give them a lifetime of a future? And that's something that our community has not done. We are lacking in that area. We have not been taught to do that by our parents and by our forefathers, and we're not teaching it to our kids. I want a better life for my grandkids. I want my grandchildren to understand the necessity of dollars. I want my grandchildren to understand that money answers all things. It's a tool. It's a tool, and you have to use it wisely. And when you don't use it wisely, you are indebted. It's the master over you. So whoever loans you money, if you borrow money They become whoever you borrow the money from becomes your master. They become the Lord over you because you owe them now. You owe them now. And now you indebted to them, and as long as you owe them, they're the master over you. These banks and stuff, these credit card people, yeah, they can give you all these credit cards, and people brag about having gold and platinum cards and all this stuff. All that's cool, but do you understand that you are indebted to the person that owns that card, to the bank? They're the master over you. Somebody say, well, I love money. I love money. Well, do you know that the love of it is the root to all evil? Having it is not the root. It's okay to have money. And we need to teach that too. We need to teach our kids that it's okay to have wealth. It's okay to be wealthy. But what is not okay is you don't make a God out of it. You don't love it more than you love life. You don't love it more than you love God, more than you love your family, more than you love doing the right things. Because when you love money, you do anything to get it. And you should be setting your emotions and your affections on things that are outside of material things, that are out of this world. Because this stuff gonna fade away after a while. This stuff ain't gonna be here always. One day, what you gonna do when the phone don't ring no more? When you all by yourself? What you gonna do if you no longer have the use of your limbs and you no longer have the use of your body to be able to have fun and play these games and operate? I mean, what you got now? Set your affections on things that are beyond material stuff. And I think we've become too materialistic in this country. We're greedy. We eat too much. That's one thing. We eat too much. We eat too much. We don't get enough exercise because now everybody's all about electronics. Nobody exercises. No, these kids are not getting outside to run and play and enjoy life. These kids don't even know what a mud pie is, man. Y'all remember we used to make mud pies? These kids don't even know what a mud pie is. I mean, I don't think my granddaughter has ever made a mud pie. Seriously. She's into TV, her tablet, making little videos, and all this stuff. It's a trip. We got to get back to the basics. We got to get to the root of why we do what we do. Why is Christmas Christmas? Why do they call it Black Friday? Why do people spend money on material things? Why are we trying to keep up with the Joneses? Why are we doing what we do? We need to teach people truth. We need to teach our children truth. We need to teach, and we need to teach it from our homes. Stop putting the responsibility on our schools. The responsibility is the parents. Parents teach their children what they want them to know. Stop leaving it on the school system. The school system has failed us. The school system has failed us as it pertains to our kids' education. We have depended on them way too much to teach them our history because it's not there. It's not in our textbooks. They don't even want to teach kids how to write in cursive no more. So they're going to be able to sign their name. That's crazy. It's crazy. But we can teach some stuff at home. Teach your kids what the real meaning of family is. Teach your kids what the real meaning of being thankful is about. Teach your kids what the real meaning of Christmas is. Teach your kids where the Christmas tree came from. Teach your kids this stuff. First, you got to learn it. Study. Go back and research this stuff because we get caught up. And I love Christmas. It's one of the most wonderful times of the year. When you really get the true meaning of what Christmas really is all about and forget about all this materialism and all this stuff, the commercialized part of it, when you really get to the root of it and the spirit of it all, I understand that it's a time of year that we celebrate the birth of Christ. But what does Santa Claus, a man coming down the chimney, giving gifts, spending money. What does all this stuff have to do with the real meaning behind the holidays? I mean, we really need to get to the root of the matter. And I think sometimes we have lost the real meaning in our communities in light of all that has happened. When we think in terms of all this brutality that our people have suffered, all of the racism and the oh my God, it's just been so open here recently. It's been so open. You remember a time when some racism, after a certain time, there was some racism that was hidden. People just wouldn't come out and just say and do anything. We got our school teachers now doing things to our kids openly. We got a man that ran for president and won, who is openly racist. He made all kinds of wrong remarks about people, and yet this country voted him and elected him to be their president. After having a black president for 8 years, it was as if like that was just the game that was played. He was a pawn. It seemed like he was a pawn in the hands of those that wanted to send a serious message. That's how I look at it. It's like they just used Barack Obama. Like it was just nothing but just something that they can say, well, I gave you one, and now this is what I really think about you. So it's crazy. But getting back to the point of the matter, I think we need to boycott. I believe we need to boycott. And those of you that agree, you agree. Those of you don't. It's okay. You don't have to agree. I'm well with it. But if you're trying to post comments, I can't see them. So for some reason, on the live feed, it's stuck on the last comment, so I can't read it. But you're welcome to call in at 704. We've got 5 minutes left on the show. 704-750-5597. Again, that number is 704-750-5597. You're welcome to call in. This is one of those subjects that, people may not like it. They may not agree with it. They may agree with it. It don't matter to me either way, because we're all open and free to our own opinions about this. Everybody got a different opinion. It's your money. You're right. You work for it. You can do what you want to do. It's a free world. We ain't talking about control, because if it becomes control, then where's the freedom? We're all at liberty here. God gave all of us a gift called free will, the freedom of choice. And so I dare not try to take away your freedom of choice. But I just want to invoke you and provoke you and encourage you to think about some other aspects of this. Think about other parts of this. Look at it in a different way, if you will. Just look at it in a different way. Just say, hey, you know what? Maybe if we all just come together and just do this, we might just make a point. They might just listen to us. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But at least if we try, we can say, well, we did it. We did it. Remember when they had the Million Man March? So many people criticized that, and they tried to say there wasn't even a million men there. There were more than a million men there. But it was a beautiful thing to see. But what I want to say is, where would that be if they had not even tried? If you don't try, you'll never see what'll happen. I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try. I am willing to try. So, there goes nothing. There goes nothing. Oh, my phone died. There goes nothing. But anyway, it's been a really good show today. To those of you that are still with me via the web, it's been a really good show today. I mean, I'm not sure what people are actually looking for. I'm not sure what people are actually thinking about when it comes to spending of money like that. You know, and it doesn't make me feel any less. I might be on the end where I ain't got much money to spend, but even if I had it, when I did have it, I didn't spend it. I mean, I just didn't, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to be coerced, and because I know better now. I know better. When you know better, you must do better. Everyone teach one, and I believe that, you know, that's just the way we ought to go. That's what we need to do. You know, we need to teach our kids a more excellent way. We need to teach ourselves a more excellent way. We need to read and study. I appreciate so much Eric and Daphne for talking about the history of where the Black Friday came from. That's real good stuff. But I know some people, like Maurice, ain't even going to care about that. Some people are not even going to, they don't care that they're using us to make money. They don't care the origination of these words or the origination of these acts or the origination of these holidays. Some people just don't care. They like what it is, and they're going to keep doing it, and whether you tell them the truth or not, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. Well, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. The hour is up, and we have retired to 7 o'clock. Boy, that hour goes fast. Time flies when you're having fun. But I appreciate you, and I want you guys, as always, to keep on moving. Until Monday, it's been a great week. We've had some great conversations. It's been good. It's been lovely. God bless, and have a good night.